Well, probably by the title, you can guess what my recent obsession has been. I have been in the deep end, like everyone else in the world and everyone on the internet. I have been crazy obsessed with K-pop demon hunters. Oh my God. I have slowly been working my way through my friend group and being like, have you seen this movie? Have you seen this movie? Or forcing my friends to sit down and watch it with me because, oh, it's so good. The animation is spectacular. I love the character design. The music is really good. I wish we could get a longer director's cut because I feel we're missing a few scenes, but even with scenes missing, it is such a good movie and I love it so much. So if you haven't seen it yet, go support K-pop Demon Hunters over on Netflix, not sponsored. I just really love it, and I think we should really show the industry what original animation could do and how amazing it can be. But anyway, with that and my huge obsession, I've been really wanting to draw some fan art or something from K-pop Demon Hunters just because it's like, I don't really do a lot of fan art that often. And I mean, we've done some like mashes here on the channel or taking like existing characters and making them like bad guys in like FromSoft games. Like we found ways to integrate fandoms that I really like, but I just have been so obsessed with some of the designs in this movie. So I'm like, let's just make a fun video. Let's do it. So you probably saw by the thumbnail who we are potentially drawing today. And I am fully obsessed with the magpie from K-pop Demon Hunters. A lot of my friends thought I would be like instantly obsessed with Derpy the tiger. And while I absolutely love Derpy the tiger, and maybe we can do that in another episode, I don't know why, but that magpie has me by a stranglehold. Well, between like stealing the hat all the time and just the cutest design ever, I just love this creature. He's creepy, he's cute. He's everything I ever want in a weird bird character. And so I wanted to do something involving him. And so I had this idea of taking some of the demons from K-pop Demon Hunters, including like the magpie and like Derpy the tiger, and making them kind of beefier demons, if that makes sense. How I see it is like most of the demons in this have like their little base form. And then I think about like an anime bad guy evolution where they go like Super Saiyan and then they're like their full demon form. I'm trying to think of a show or something that does that, but that's kind of the idea I have with this. So I'm taking their base existing design and making them into bigger, beefier, scarier demons because I love that idea. So let's jump in and draw our magpie as a big, scary demon. All right, let's jump in and draw our insane, cool demon bird. I can't tell you guys how obsessed I am with this magpie. I realize, yeah, it is Sussie. I think it's Sussie for how the name is spelled. But oh my God, I love this character so much. I don't know, maybe it's just the multi-eye thing. It's also a cool like black and white bird. Just the whole aesthetic is like so awesome. And then I love in the movie that Jinu just talks about how the bird just keeps stealing the hat from the tiger. Oh, it's just such a cool and cute character and I love it so much. And so I had to try it for this like cool unlocked demon form type of thing. So at first I did kind of struggle with this pose a bit. Like I wanted it to have like kind of a pose that we could show off a lot of like the body detailing because I was planning on continuing those eyes that are on its neck like down its body as well and try to have, I don't know, just a cool elongated version of it. And I also pictured this as almost like, I guess the best way to describe it is like a dragon demon bird. It's like that's kind of where my brain went. I was thinking about there's a couple of like villains or like not villains but like bad guys that you fight in video games that are kind of like bird adjacent and they have like these really long extended necks and kind of like longer bodies overall, and I've always really liked that aesthetic for like a monster design. And so I was like, oh, I really want to do that with this bird as well, and I was so excited to just see it all coming together just because I just love this thing. I love it so much. It's actually to the point that I like Sussie so much that I'm really thinking about getting a tattoo of them just because I love the aesthetic and the look. But I have a rule that like I have to think about something for at least like 1 to 2 years before I even like book any type of tattoo appointment. Because like, yeah, it is my hyperfixation and obsession right now. And I love the design and the look of the magpie overall. But I'm like, do I really want a tattoo? For sure, 120%. So that's where I'm kind of at. But yeah, after doing the initial rough sketch, I got in and did a bunch of detailing with the line work. I just kind of let loose and had fun with this one. I don't know. I didn't really have like a particular plan in mind overall for this character. It was just more like make it beefy, make it cool, make it big, and just like really lean into this elongated, kind of longer wyverny dragon type of thing. I just thought it would be really cool. And then, yeah, the inspiration for this, which I think I talked about earlier in this video, was it's basically how I see it is there's so many in like video games and movies and other stuff. I always feel like demons have like a base form or like kind of a travel size. There's a couple of comics that I follow where there is like some type of animal companion or something that has like a cute travel size form. And then when you mess with them or if something happens, they like just totally let loose and unlock this like beefier, bigger form. And so that's kind of where I was thinking with this of like, if these demons would go all out and they had like full power, like everyone's fresh off of a bunch of souls, like what would they be like, or what would their like major fighting form be to maybe go against the demon hunters and other people? And so that's kind of like my thought process of where I was for this one. I was like, how can we make this work to be like this cooler, unlocked, beefy demon? And so, yeah, like I said, I immediately thought of making it more dragon-like, having some of those wyvern, I guess, attributes overall. And then just like kind of going ham with making it a long boy. Like instead of having a normal bird tail, I thought it'd be really cool to have this big, long, fluffy tail and then this longer neck. And I could see this neck continuously, like it could expand and contract. Like it just makes me think of a lot of the fisher birds that are out there, like the kingfisher and other stuff, where they can just like retract their whole neck kind of into their shoulders and then extend it out like to full length. I think that would just be such a cool and creepy characteristic for this as well. I just love the idea. I think one of the things that I really like doing while I am designing creatures is thinking about its movement and picturing what it would do, I guess, like when it's walking around or how it would slink up to its prey or something like that. And that really influences how I do the design. It's, God, I wish I could animate. That's one of those things where like I am slowly practicing animation. And I know animation takes a lot of work, but I just really love the idea of bringing some of these creatures and things that I make to life with like movement, and just like showing where my brain is at with like giving them that slinking movement, or like I just imagine this big major demon bird when it's coming at you. I just kind of see this like graceful sway to it. I'm like picturing it as in like video game kind of animation of a boss approaching you. So it's like neck would kind of sway and its body would as well. And it has that big long tail. So it just kind of all go in this really cool, like snake-like approach, I guess. But then it would also just be very like strong and heavy with like these bigger arms like coming toward you. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like I feel in another life I might have been some type of animator for character art. I thought about getting into animation when I was younger, but it never, I guess, presented itself as like a career path. And I really liked doing comics. And so I feel like I'm almost animating by having to draw a million panels over and over of characters. But you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, I wonder what could have been, because I think I would have had a lot of fun animating big, beefy creatures in like video games and such, and like studying how animals walk and move. Because I mean, I already do that, and I just get so passionate and fired up thinking about it. Like I think about like one of my favorites is just like how crocodiles like sway and walk, you know. I don't know. I just get really excited for that type of stuff. It's like my weird little hyperfixation of like just really liking animals and like what they do and how they move and all that stuff. So yeah, after my long tangent of that, that's kind of what I think about when I'm designing different monsters and things. I want to think about how they would move practically, what they would do, and just kind of think of their lore and backstory while I'm doing design stuff. But then also this one, I just kind of let loose and had fun. I'm like, like cool bird, but what if Beefy? And I just kind of ran with that. I didn't really do any initial sketches or anything because I already had a pretty solid idea in my head. And then I wanted to do the coloring similar to when it's introduced. I think I talk about it here in the outro. But when the bird is first introduced and Rumi sees it, it's kind of like in a sunset type of thing. And I love those purple to pink lightings and tones. So I really wanted to reflect that in this piece as well. All right, and there we go. We are all done with the magpie redesign. I found out his name is Sussie, and it makes me so happy. I don't know if that's official. Maybe that's a fan name, but either way, I love the magpie, and I just wanted to make him extra creepy, extra beefy, extra cool. And I tried matching the coloring style of like, I think it's when Sussie is first introduced, or maybe on one of the scenes. It has this beautiful like evening lighting of these like purplish pinks and like deeper bluish purples for the shading. And I wanted to use that for this piece as well. And this was really fun. I just wanted to do like a cool, quick concept, and I think this turned out really cute and fun, and now I really can't wait to do Derpy, probably in the next video. So I know this one doesn't count as like a From softified villain, but I think this counts as like turning something more cute into a more big, grotesque, beefy, I guess, boss monster. But I really love how this turned out, and I had a lot of fun with it. So if you have a character that you would like to see me like take and make into like a beefier, scarier boss monster, let me know down in the comments, because I love doing these. They're just such a fun exercise for design. So thanks again, guys, so much for stopping by and checking out my channel. If you aren't already, I'd really appreciate it if hit the subscribe button, like, comment, the whole shebang. You guys are helping support my channel by doing that, and then you can catch more of these cool monster designs in the future. And I want to give a shout out to my patrons. Thank you guys so much for directly supporting the channel. If you guys would like to, I have a tip what you want if you want to just throw me $1 or $2 every month, or you can join the mail club where you get a print, a sticker, and a sticker sheet in the mail sent to you every month. This month's theme is like a tavern type of theme. So we have the food magic token as like a bigger print. And then I have like a little goblin grog can, and then a sticker sheet of like tavern patrons. I think it turned out really cute. So if you want to grab that, you can go check out my Patreon. But either way, thank you guys again so much for stopping by and checking out this video. I'm going to go and probably watch K-pop Demon Hunters again for like the 5th time. Or probably listen to the soundtrack again, because I'm gone. I am fully way too far in the fandom. And now I just want to do a bunch of fan art for it. So either way, thank you guys so much again. Go watch the movie, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.